Right, welcome back. You don't need me to explain what this is. Worms Armageddon. It's on that Dreamcast. Right, I'm actually in the middle of doing one video, but I'm waiting for some bits to turn up, which is that up there, which is a Commodore 16. It's not working. Everything Commodore, as soon as you put it away, you take it back down again, don't work. Same as the Amigas, they're a pain. But yeah, I want to get that back up and running. I don't know why it stopped. Well, I do, but you don't, but you will do in the video that I'm doing for that. So remember when I got paid in Retro the other week, we swapped the motherboard out for the SNES. The other item I got was a PS1, not a PlayStation, PS1. So plugged it in, no video. That's an easy fix, I hope. I've checked the pins on the back. That's none of the pins, all the pins are fine. So there's only two things that can cause that. Either one of the fuses has gone, or one of the capacitors has gone. There's only three capacitors at the top, the surface mounts. Three capacitors at the top for the, two capacitors, which do the video. So what I'm going to do is pop it open, quickly check the fuses, make sure it's not the fuses first. If it's the fuses, then I'm just going to jump wire it. I'm not going to get another, well, for a start, I ain't got the surface mount fuses for that. So I'll just jump wire it with a bit of that 2.2mm wire. Just jump wire it until I order the correct, well, if I find out it's the fuse, I'll order the correct fuse. So let me get that open and we'll take a look inside. Right, so I've got the lid open, so we'll switch over to the other camera. Right, so obviously self-explanatory, CD lens. So just this little cable. By the way, somebody's already had this open. Oh, what's that? Yeah, spare part. Somebody's already had this open, by the way. So this is a seal, so, and that's not stuck down. Just pull that up. Pull this ribbon over here. If I show you, turn it that way. So pull it out, and then this ribbon. Just grab hold of the tab. Or not. God, that's it well in there. Let's see if we can get some pliers on the subject. Nope. It's well and truly in there. Oh, God. Yeah, that should come out a lot easier than that. Yeah, excuse me. Lift the plate up. Oh, God. Ah. It's been modded. That's a mod chip underneath that. Bit of tape. Come here. Yeah, been modded. I used to do these back in the day. Didn't realise people were still doing them now. So what that allows you to do is play copy games, basically. Yeah, I think we'll leave it. With the tape, this is not even sticky anymore. Let's get some cap tape on that. I'll explain why it's been open then. There we go. I'll do that. Right, so down here, these are the fuses. I need to check. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Where's the other one? Oh, it's up here, isn't it? One up there. Yeah, so that's fine. So the fuses are fine. Oh, didn't need to check that. It's that one. Yeah. Oh, I can see that from here. Yeah. Okay. Right. Thing about PSOnes is they're dead easy to work on. I say dead easy, they're reasonably easy. I preferred working on them than the PlayStation, but I prefer the PlayStation to the PS1. Get that past you. Mind your head. So what we're going to do, we're going to remove that capacitor now. We're going to do the heat method. Well, we can do the cut and heat method, or we can do the solder method. I need to find out where it is first. I think it was a 220. I can't see that. Yeah, it's a 220, 4 volt. Oh, I don't think I've got a 4 volt. Right, so 221 it. I've got a 220 10 volt and a 220 16 volt. 220 10 volt then. Now, you know what? I think we'll do both of them actually, to be fair, rather than just one. I think they're both 220s, aren't they? 220 yet. 220 yet. Let's check that at 220. Yeah, that's a 220 as well. So both of them are 220s, so I'm going to replace both of them, one with me. And that one's 100. 103 volt. What? No, 106 volt. I was going to say, don't do 103 volt. Not that I'm aware of. They might do. Nice. So we'll replace them two. Now, like I said, there's multiple ways you can take these off. Let's get the board out. Right, this bit. There you go. Absolute nightmare then to get out. Right, so these are the two we need to replace. Right, multiple ways. You can cut them off. If you go down to, if you look on the capacitors, they've got a little ridge near the bottom. You cut off on that ridge there, and it'll just leave a little bit of the legs and the plastic bit, and then you can heat them up and take them off. We can heat them up directly now and take them off, but the problem is if you look around them, it's got tiny little resistors around there. So yeah, we don't want to do that. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut them and then heat them. So just squeeze it like that. Just make sure you've got a good sharp pair, because you don't want to put any pressure on the pads. Squeeze it like that. Move them out of the way. Let's see if we can pick this off. Pull that piece off. Same on that. Pull that piece off. And grab the base. Get rid of them too. Grab the base. And it just snaps up. God. These are wet as well, so yeah, see underneath, see that brown stuff? Leakage. Yeah. So it was. Get off. Get off. You get off. Oh my god. You can see the brown on both of them, leakage. I'll explain why they were wet. So, I knew you'd have a bit of fuses. If it wasn't the fuses, it was going to be them two capacitors. You can pretty much guarantee if a PSOne's not giving any display out, only going to be three things. One, your port or your cable, one of them two. Two, your capacitors, or three, your fuses. Now normally if your fuses aren't working, you won't get a power light. I had power light, so I knew it wasn't going to be the fuses, but I checked them anyway. So now we just need to clean these up. So we need the soldering iron up on. Right, let me just go and get sorted and get some water and stuff. Right, so what I'm going to do is add a bit of flux to these two. That'll do. Like that. So we can pull these legs off. Not with that. Where's me a little bit of solder. Come on. There we go. Heat it up. There's the leg. Do the exact same again. Quickly heat it up. And again, there's the leg. And to these ones. Next to them, the solder. There we go. Oh, yeah, it stinks of fish. Yeah, if you get a fishy smell, that's your capacitors creating that smell. Right, put some more back on there. Right, so now what we're going to do, we're just going to clean the pads up. Just give them a quick clean. So a bit of flux, copper braid, and a tiny little blob of solder on your iron. Like that. Put your copper braid on. Now, when you put your copper braid on, put your iron on, but when you take your iron off, take copper braid with it straight away. Don't leave the copper braid there. This one clean. Take them off together. If you take the iron off and leave your copper braid there, it will solder to the board. Right, let's clean that. So IPA on the cotton bud. Clean all of that up. All of that capacitor which was leaking will cause corrosion if you don't clean it. So make sure you clean it all off. Like that. So now you'll have a nice clean board. It should look like that. So that's where the capacitors were, all nice and clean now. So now we need to put the other capacitors back in. Now, to show you the way, if you look, there's a straight line and then it's arched at the top. And the arched bit is your positive end. The straight line is your negative end of the capacitor, which is the black bit on the capacitor. So will be that way, like that. Yeah. Now these are a pain in the rear to get lined up, so I need me where's me tweezers, me bent tweezers? Please don't be downstairs. You are, aren't you? Oh. Right, I have to do it with these pinch nose. I don't like using these for this. They're too friggin' long. Make sure we can line it up. Yeah. So, bit of solder. About Oh, give me. Solder the pad like that. Then heat the pad up. There you go. One mounted. And we need to do the opposite side of it. Bridge that off. There we go. Spin it round, heat that back up again, push it down to make sure it's flat. Give that a quick check. Yeah, cool. Now the other one. Spin it round. There. Yep. A bit of solder again. Alright. Get it? Give me it. Yeah. Are you serious? Solder on the pad. Spin it round. Yeah. There we go. Give it a quick clean. Not with flux, preferably. I'm going to get in there with that. There we go. 2 on. Right. Let's switch over camera to let's get this back on. Oh, why have I unplugged that? Oh, solder on it. Turn that off. Right. So we can get you around a bit so you can see what's going on. Back in. Oh. That. Oh, that was for the end. I think that's the one. In. And on. And so the PlayStation runs on 7.5 volts. So we've got power light. There we go. We've got a signal now. Or have we? Oh yeah. Didn't think it did. Yeah. So what it was doing before, it was just staying on that black and flicking off and coming back onto the black and flicking off. So when it flicked off again, I thought I had fixed it. But I have. So yeah. So there we go. Good as new. Yeah. So that can go back in the case. Right, so. So I'm going to try a game now. It's on there. This one I'm selling. It's on eBay. Go and bid on it. You've got about an hour to go. Let's open that. Don't know why the telly went off. So yeah. manual, which a lot of them don't have, and a brochure. Right. And hopefully don't scratch this because it's on eBay, like I said. And the last thing I want to do is have to go and give them mine. Right, you ready? Or not? You ready? I'm always in a bloody rush. Be careful with it. Turn it off. Oh, I forgot that's the power for that. It's one of them days. It's like I stripped the Commodore 16 to pieces to take out a couple of chips to replace them. And when I went to replace them with the chips I've got, they were 2 legs too short. Wrong chips. Bugger, I didn't have the chips I thought I had, so never mind. Right. Are you ready? Yeah. Must be dinner time. No. Volume's here somewhere. Oh. No, there ain't. Violent and disturbing images. Yeah, probably when it first come out. Yeah, no, there's no memory card. Don't worry about it. Yeah. There you go. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's going to be an easy fix. The PS1s, they're easy to work on. So just remember, if there's no power to it, but one, check your power supply first. Make sure the polarity is right, because this is center positive, so don't put center negative in. But if there's no power, check the fuses. Them 5 fuses I showed you. Check them 5 on continuity. If there's power but no video, 1, check your AV cable and your AV socket, make sure none of the pins are bent or busted. And then them 2 capacitors up there, the 220, the 220 microfarad 6 volt ones, you want to check them too. I think the other one is, can't remember what that was, 6 volt, 100 microfarad 6 volt. I think that's the audio, but don't quote me on it. Yeah, dead easy to fix. So anyway, thanks for watching. Yeah, see you hopefully next week. I'll see you fixing that one. Anyway, cheers. Don't forget, give it a thumbs up, because I'm getting penalised for not getting enough likes. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.